So the blowing of the conch shell usually means the start of an event here in Hawaii. Tonight, the start of our luau and the imu ceremony. Now, if you're in this valley area of Wailua several hundred years ago, and you heard a conch shell being blown, that meant the royal family of Kauai was coming down the river, down one of the paths, as Wailua was the area where the royal family used to live in. So they're going to start digging here as they do that. I'll explain to you the process of everything. Imu spelled I-M-U, meaning underground oven. We're cooking a pig. Pig in Hawaiian is pua'a, P-U-A-A, pua'a. What we did early this morning, we laid firewood at the bottom of the pit. Firewood that we use is something called ironwood, also known as Australian pine. You can use pretty much any kind of wood as long as it doesn't kill you. So ironwood, though, is plentiful on this side of the island. So before we light the firewood up, we're going to place some rocks on there. The rocks we use is lava rock. Lava rock is porous, which means it has holes in it. This is the type of rock you want to use when you're cooking underground, because most rocks are solid. Those solid rocks can heat up to so much, can't take the heat, they'll burst like a bomb. These ones here keep the heat in. This will be the cooking element for the pig itself. So rocks on top of the firewood. We'll light up the firewood to heat the rocks, and it takes a couple hours to do. And while that's going on, we go into the garden, so we chop an entire banana tree down. Banana trees hold a lot of water. It'll create a steaming effect when they're cooking the pig. So the style of cooking is called kalua, K-A-L-U-A, kalua. No H in there, that would be the liquor. So kalua, steaming and baking at the same time. Once these rocks are nice and hot, all the firewood is totally burnt down, so there's no fire going on in there, just the hot rocks. We'll go ahead and chop the trunk of the banana tree into several sections, smash it up, place it right on top of all the hot rocks. We'll then place some banana leaves on top of that, and then some tea leaves. Tea leaves, not the drinking kind of tea, but the leaves the guys have around their necks here. T-I is the spelling of this plant. You'll find this throughout Polynesia. Here in Hawaii, hula dancers like to use them for their hula skirts. We wrap foods with it and steam foods with it. If you had a fever, you place that leaf on the fevered area, it'll help draw some of the heat from the body. So many, many uses for this tea plant. And then finally we get to the pig. And all the pigs that we use here at the luau are grown right here on the island of Kauai at a local family pig farm. We like that because we're supporting another local family business. But also, they do all the yucky stuff for us, like the pig. Yeah, so they bring the pig totally clean out in the center. We lay the pig on his back in a pan similar to this, and we'll slice him up. And the only spice we use is Hawaiian rock salt. It's a thicker grain of salt. We sprinkle generous amounts in the cavities of the pig. We'll then go back into the pit, take some of the hot rocks out, place it inside the pig. That way it's cooking from the inside out as well as from the outside in. Pig goes on top of all the leaves. More leaves go over the pig, and then we put a tarp over it just to make sure none of the sand or the dirt gets in there. So 9 hours later, here we are, ready to take them out. When we're done here, we're going to head back into the luau house. That's where cocktails and dinner is going to be served. All you can drink. Yay! Yep. So when you go in, first thing you want to do is go look for some seats. We have signs for parties of 6 or more. If you have less than 6, it's open seating. There's a number of people who went in earlier. They took napkins out of the cup, put sweaters on a chair, probably licked the spoons as well. So, so if it looks like it's messed up, don't sit over there. Sit next to them, or look for one of my cousins or my aunties with the orange dresses. They'll help find seats together for you inside. Anywhere is good in here because we're just having dinner. The show's down at the theater later on. That is all open seating at the theater. Drinks, Mai Tais, it's rum punch, so 2 different types of rums, and some fruit juices. That's on the far end of the building. Usually not too much of a line there because they make a whole bunch of Mai Tais. You just pick up and go. As you work your way back this way here, there's a table with some red juice on it. That's a non-alcoholic fruit punch. Ice water on that table too. The main bar right in the corner over here on the left, that one has beer, wine, soft drinks, and your standard liquors. Drinking age for alcoholic beverage here in Hawaii is 21, so if you kind of look like around that age, they may ask for an ID inside. You can also only take 2 alcoholic beverages back to the table at a time. If you need more than 2, just make several trips back and forth. Bar closes around 7:30 tonight. That's when we all start heading down to the theater. I'll let you know when last call's being done there as well. Okay, coming out of the imu, pot. In the pot we have a dessert. It is a Hawaiian rice pudding. Yummy. Have you learned the word for yummy in Hawaiian yet?
Oh no.
Oh, I heard yes and no. Yummy and ono, correct. Yeah, ono. O-N-O. Ono means delicious. So rice pudding, ono. Poi, oh no. But try poi anyway. Poi is like the rice or mashed potatoes part of the Hawaiian meal. The poi is good with the kalua pig. Okay, so rocks still very hot. These are the rocks that were inside the pig. Rocks, they're hot enough that if you want to cook another pig right now, use those same rocks. We don't have to reheat them. Those same rocks will cook another pig by tomorrow morning. Okay. The pig will not look like this when you go up tonight to the buffet line, because they take it back to the kitchen. Chefs pretty much pick up the bones, they shake bones, most of the meat falls right off the bones. Knowing that, if you want to take pictures of the pig in its current state now, when we're done, you may do start heading on in because it's drizzling a little more heavier.